Come here, buddy. Come on. Come on. Hey, come here. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. See this puppy dog right here? This is story time. I lived in Gainesville, Florida for a little bit. It's where UF is. I lived there off and on for a long time, probably like 14 years. Every time I tried to get out, they'd find a reason to make me stay through their legal or psychiatric system. Kept getting brought back so that they could abuse me. Because Gainesville, Florida is a Democrat stronghold in Florida that is completely surrounded by the deepest red you might have ever seen. So the communists in Gainesville are really hardened. Like, they love to fuck with people. The population, like the residents who live there, they love to fuck with those people and keep them down. And they did with me, to the point where they had illegally imprisoned me about 50 fucking times. They ruined so many things, so many aspects of my life. Anytime I'd build anything, they'd come and they'd take it away. They'd put me in a psychiatric center for bullshit reasons. And I was going to kill each and every last one of those people in Gainesville. I swear to God, I was going to kill all of them. And then a crackhead woman who was a prostitute gave me this puppy dog. Gave me this guy. And suddenly I said, I can't go on a suicide mission to kill the most powerful people in Gainesville, Florida, when I've got such a cute little puppy dog here at home who's such a good boy. So I can't go do that because he needs me. This puppy dog needs me to take care of him. So that's what I'm going to do. And all I did was systematically dismantle the authority of the police force as well as the authority of the criminal crack dealer thugs in my neighborhood. All I did was, as one man, instead of killing them all, I merely put them in the hospital or turned them into retards through head injury. And I did it on a small scale. You see, what happened in Gainesville was the culmination of the communist plot against me ever since I was about 10 years old. You know, Christine Jurgens, who lives in Niagara Falls, New York, and says she works for a church now, is an irredeemable sinner who will go to hell, because she sat me down when I was about 13 and she said, oh, Mr. Owen, we've ruined your life. You won't be able to do anything with your life anymore because you've been so combative with us in here that we have decided to make your permanent record so bad you'll never be able to do anything with your life. And we could have chose to not do that, but since we don't like you, we decided to ruin your life for you. Well, thanks, Christine Jurgens. Yeah, you've gotten a lot of people hurt and killed over the years because of that decision. Now, I know you know it's true, and I know that you can't prove it, but people have died and been seriously fucking hurt because of your commie decision that you made in your little commie pea brain back when I was 13 to ruin my fucking life. You almost got everybody in Gainesville, Florida killed because of that. Do you know that? So they tried to steal the dog from me in Gainesville, the Alachua County Humane Services, Alachua County Animal Control or whatever. You see, they have a lot of really stupid people who go to the University of Florida, especially young women. The stupidest, dumbest young women you've ever fucking seen in your entire life. They're so fucking stupid. They don't know how to live life. They've obviously had daddy doing everything for them for their whole life. They can't cook. They can't clean. They can't spell. All they're good for is to forcibly fuck, right? That's all they're good for, is to fuck them, fuck the shit out of them. That's all they're good for. Well, one of these rich bitches came along and decided to entangle my dog. My dog got loose from me one day because he was a little puppy. And he saw her dog walking down the street, and I was talking to somebody, and he bolted. And the leash went out of my hand, and I was like, oh, God. So I started running after him. Well, the girl, I said, stop, that's my dog, please stop. She started running with her dog. I'm like, my dog is chasing your dog. Can you please stop? So she goes, no. I had to chase her almost all the fucking way around the block until we were back at the same fucking spot that we started at. And she's in her dog is like, and she's in my fucking way. I'm trying to get my dog's leash, and I can't. So I looked at her and I said, I'm going to walk around the corner. He usually follows me when I go around the corner. So I went around the corner, and I waited for like a minute, 60 seconds. I was looking at my phone, and I said, well, he didn't come. So I turn around, they're gone. They're my dog, her dog, the girl are fucking gone. Now I'm in my apartment complex. This girl knows where I live. She could have returned the dog to me, but somehow Alachua County Animal Services got a hold of my dog. They didn't tell me, right? He didn't have his collar, apparently, or anything like that to identify him. She did. So I had to find him on the internet. I had to scour all the pounds in Gainesville and find Alachua County Animal Services. It's out on Racetrack Road. Way out there. So I go out there, and they want like $240 from me for the dog. I bring his paperwork, I bring photographs of him. They bring me to double check, and then they realize, shit, this guy's going to get his dog back. We want to take this guy's dog from him. That's what that was all about, okay? It's not a coincidence that the girl ran away. It's not a coincidence that the girl disappeared within like 45 seconds, nowhere to be seen. It's no coincidence that she didn't give me my dog back. It's no coincidence it ended up on the other side of fucking town in a pound. It's no coincidence that when I showed up to get my dog back, they called the sheriff's department on me. I hadn't done anything to these people. I'd never been there, okay? I gave them no reason. I wasn't breaking the law. And they sat there and harassed me for about an hour before they let me go without my dog. I'm sitting here thinking, how badly do these cops, how badly do these pound puppy workers, how badly do the administrators of this fucking Gainesville, Florida, how badly do they want me to kill them? They're taking away from me the one thing that's preventing me from killing them all. And I would, because I'm not a fucking slouch. They'd all die. So I started thinking to myself, I'm just going to kill them all. I'm gonna go home. I'm going to write my dog off. I'm going to embrace the hatred that they've instilled, that Christine Juergens instilled in me when I was 10. And I'm going to go about probably dying or most preferably dying in a gunfight with the police after they catch me and having dead bodies piled up. Everybody will come to know me by the trail of dead bodies. But then I thought to myself, after 2 days, I said, no, I made a promise to that dog. I made a promise to this guy right here that I was going to take care of him, that he was my responsibility and that I loved him and that I was going to take care of him and nobody was going to take him away from me no matter what. So I decided to get up early. About 3:30 in the morning, I set out on foot on the 6-mile walk to get to Alachua County Animal Services. I got there when they were opening, and there was only one woman working. It happened to be the same woman who called the sheriffs on me and harassed me. But now she doesn't have any of her coworkers around. She doesn't have like her pistol on her. She doesn't have shit, and I'm right behind her. Now, in the morning, I've caught her. Her life was forfeit depending on how she was going to handle the situation, because her sheriff friends weren't going to be able to show up in time. You want to know what she did? And this is why I absolutely fucking hate and detest lefty Democrats. Complete 180. Oh, hello, Mr. So-and-so, knows my name, knows my last name. Oh, yes. You're here for your dog? I'll get him for you right away, free of charge, because she knew I was going to cut her fucking head off and put it on the internet. She's a lesbian, too, by the way. So this man-hating thing was all a big fuel for her call the cops thing. So she gave me my dog back for free. And then she said, oh, if you wait a few more minutes, I'll call a cab for you. So I said, go ahead and call the sheriffs. So she, lied, didn't call a cab company, called a sheriff. The sheriff, who's an Iraq war vet, which doesn't mean shit to me, gets out of his truck, approaches me, and asks me, are you a terrorist? Now, when I tell Americans that part of the story, they go, like it's funny. It goes, blank. They don't understand the implications of what those fucking people in Gainesville were trying to do to me. If I'd have said anything other than just a frank no to that cop, I'd have been suspicious of being a terrorist. And they could have dragged me away anywhere they wanted to and made me disappear. Because Obama, Democrat, signed the Defense Act back in 2012, that an American citizen can be detained indefinitely without due process under suspicion of terrorism. I'd never been asked that question by a cop before, by a sheriff, anybody. But he comes up with that question because you're trying to bring me to your black site to beat me up and kill me. Because you hate me so much, because I'm just not gonna fucking kill myself for you. Apparently, with the dog and with a gift of another soul that I have to protect has prevented me from killing all of you. So you're gonna try to take the dog. You're not taking that dog from me, bitch. You and what fucking army? Exactly. So when I tell you that I would love the opportunity to fucking fight Mark Milley to the death so that one of us isn't going to fucking walk away with our lives, I mean it. And if it weren't for that dog, I'd be showing up at the Pentagon in the morning when there's only one general there, and it's Mark Milley, and his pants are half down because he just got fucked in the ass, and he's scared because, wait a minute, his gun's up there too, because he likes it that way. And he's going to say, oh, Mr. So-and Mr. Owen, here's your country back free of charge, because they're cowards. So this is story time. Have a good day.